Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for a very special
New Year's
edition of whatever this is. My name is Cassidy and I am a plant collector from Edmonton, Alberta. So my channel focuses on plants. And today for my
New Year's
video, I decided that I would share with you my Peperomia collection. Peperomias are the first genus of plants that I really got into, and I've collected quite a few since I started buying plants a few years ago. So I now have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 12 different types. So I will be going through and showing you each and every one. But before we get into it, if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel for more plant videos. If you like learning more about plants, seeing what kinds of plants other people have, stuff like that, then please subscribe and don't forget to click the like button. Okay, let's get right into it. I feel like I'm showing a little bit too much. Is that better? I don't know. Okay, so the first peperomia I want to show you is one of the most popular peperomia on my Instagram, and it is this Peperomia Angulata. So this guy has, I would say, like semi-succulent leaves. They're not like super thick. They're definitely not like flimsy leaves. I leave this guy in an east-facing window. It's a really cute trailing plant. It's so easy to take care of. As soon as I got it, I repotted it into this like terracotta pot. So it seems to really like that. And I water it about once every week or so, depending on how dry it is and how hot it is, etc. So this is definitely one of my favorites for sure. Next up, we have this Peperomia Ferrierae. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's also called a happy bean peperomia, and as you can see, it is quite happy indeed. I have this one in the same location as my Peperomia Angulata, so it's in an east-facing window. The leaves on this one are definitely more succulent, and I can tell it needs water right now because they're sort of a little bit like squishy when you feel them. So that's a good way to tell. With most of my peperomias, I do like the squish test and just see if the leaves are losing their succulence, and that's when I know to water them. So yeah, similar care for this one. It's a very like succulent-esque peperomia, so I treat it as such, but also I don't let it dry out too badly, and it lives in this little basket. Okay, next up I have my Peperomia Red Ripple, and this was actually most of my peperomias I've just found at like Home Depot or Lowe's. I haven't bought many from actual plant stores because they're very common and they're easy to find, and if I see one and I don't know what kind it is, usually I'll just buy it and figure it out later. So this is another one where, yeah, like it could definitely use a drink right now. It's a little thirsty. Also, I believe my roommate's cat has been munching on this one a little bit, but that's okay because peperomia are cat safe. So not that I want the cat to eat my plants, but I'd rather it be a plant that's not going to kill it. Also, you can see that I have this in quite a large pot. I repotted this before I really knew what I was doing with plants, so I would not recommend putting it in such a huge pot. I would say it's not like unhappy, but it's not living its thrivingest life. So I definitely do plan on repotting this into a smaller pot sometime soon. It's okay in here for now. So moving on to one of my smaller peperomias, here is my Peperomia Rubella. And I just recently repotted this. You might have seen, if you follow me on Instagram, I had a post about this plant, and it was in a very small, like little rectangular nursery pot. So I repotted it into this little terracotta because it was just outgrowing it, and it's grown like a lot since I got it. As you can see, it's like taken off. I actually got this at a farmer's market in Kelowna, BC over the summer. Yeah, it's just really lovely. It's like a very dainty little peperomia. I really like the peperomias that have like the little dainty leaves like this. I think they're very cute and very easy care. Just like, I mean, all of my peperomias basically have the same care, to be honest. They like bright and direct light. Some of them I even have in south-facing windows. This one was in a west-facing window, and now it's pulled back a few feet on a shelf because it's not hanging anymore. So yeah, very cute. Peperomia Rubella. We love. Next up, I have a fairly popular peperomia, and that is the Peperomia Algeria, also known as watermelon peperomia. To be quite honest, I've been struggling a little bit with this one. I keep underwatering it. In my mind, it's like, it shouldn't need that much water, but I do end up having to water it like at least once a week, even in the winter, which is crazy. I guess just because it's a bit of a larger plant, you know, it's sucking up quite a bit of moisture. So I do water it fairly often for a peperomia, I would say. This one is also in an east-facing window. And I have a feeling that it's getting a little bit cold. The window that it's in is like, it's not like that well weatherproofed, so I think if I wanted to be like a super good plant mom, I can move it somewhere that's a little bit less cold and drafty. But he's hanging in there, he's doing all right, and I love the variegation on the leaves. They're so cool, like they literally look like watermelons. It's awesome. Another one of my happiest peperomia is this Peperomia Albovitata Rana Verde. And there are some leaves that are getting a little bit crispy at the ends, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. But overall, this one's very happy. It has been also living in an east-facing window. You might sense a theme here. And again, I do the little squeeze test to see when it needs to be watered. But yeah, this one is one of my favorites for sure. It's like, it's just so happy and it's growing so well for me. And it has been ever since I got it. It's grown quite a lot since I got it, which is amazing. Peperomia, Peperomia, why can't I freaking say it? Peperomia Albovitata Rana Verde. Okay, so next up we have, if I'm being quite honest, probably my least favorite peperomia. It's this Peperomia Trinervula, something like that. It was just one of those plants that I bought and I didn't know what it was. And I did some research and figured it out, and that was that. This one was infested with fungus gnats when I got it, and honestly, I think this is what started the entire like fungus gnat infestation in my whole house, because like I had to repot it. It was in plastic and the soil was like so wet all the time. So I repotted it into terracotta, but I think the pot is too big because it still doesn't dry out as quickly as I would like, and I end up like just constantly finding fungus gnats on it, which is super annoying. And even recently, like some of the leaves just randomly started falling off when I would touch it for like no apparent reason. I was gonna check it for root rot, but at this point I just don't really care. But it's hanging in there and it's like, it's doing okay. Obviously they do get a little bit leggy. I've cut this one back a couple of times just because I didn't really love the like extra sticks poking up, but I'm thinking if I let it go long enough it might start trailing over the sides. So I think I might experiment with that and we'll see what happens. Okay, so next we have one of my favorites, and it's a new one that I just got. This is Peperomia Hope. So I'll hold it up so you can see. The leaves on this are very succulent-like. Hopefully you can see it there. But yeah, so the leaves are very succulent and they're just like round and cute. I really like it. It's one of my favorite peperomia for sure, just in terms of the aesthetic. So yes, I just got this one. I have been keeping it in my bedroom window here, which is a west-facing window, and it seems to be doing just fine. Super cute. I love, oh my gosh, these leaves are just, oh, they're so adorable. Focus, please. Yeah, I can't get enough of this peperomia, honestly. It's so freaking cute. So the next peperomia, I actually have two that are the same species but different cultivars. So this is it's called the baby rubber tree, or the Peperomia obtusifolia. And this is my variegated one. And then here is my regular one. So these two are, yeah, like I said, the same species. Actually, I'm gonna put one down. So they're the same species but different cultivars. So obviously this one has the light colored variegation on the outside of the leaves. And you can see the new leaves come in more like green, and then as they get older, they fade into this more like pale variegation. So very cute, very pretty. And then on my just regular non-variegated one, I guess it's like sort of variegated. Like if you look at the new leaves, there is like some slight variegation there, I would say. Like it's a little darker green in the middle, but the older leaves you can't really see like any variegation at all. They're just green, which is lovely. You know, honestly, I think that we lately on Instagram and social media, we've really been passing over just like the classic green houseplants, and I really just, oh my gosh, it's so hard to get this in frame. I really just love a green plant that's like not overly demanding. It's not like super fussy. It's just pristine and beautiful, and I love it. Cheers! So next up we have another one of my favorites. I had called this Peperomia Frost, but I think it's actually Napoli Nights. A bunch of people on Instagram are commenting that they're pretty sure that that's what this one is. But yes, as you can see, the leaves are quite silvery, which is just absolutely beautiful. And then the stems are a little bit red, and the undersides of the leaves are like slightly red as well. So that was why the suggestion that it might be Napoli Nights came up, and I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. But yes, I got this one fairly recently at the little plant shop here in Edmonton, and I've just popped it in my like window here. Or is this in my bathroom? I'm confusing myself. No, this is in my bathroom. Yes, so this is in an east facing window with a lot of my other peperomia. And yes, it's very cute. I love how silvery it is. I cannot wait to see this thing grow. I'm very excited. I treat it like all my other peperomia. Not much to say there about the care. This one is nice and well watered, so props to me. All right, and then the grand finale, my very last peperomia that I have to show you, is also my newest, Peperomia prostrata, also known as string of turtles. It was a wishlist plant of mine for quite a while actually, so I'm very stoked to have gotten it. I actually popped this in my greenhouse cabinet, not because it needs like special care or anything like that, but I just really want it to have its absolute best life. So I put it in there where it will get lots of humidity, lots of light, it'll stay relatively warm, and I'm hoping to see some good growth on it over the next few months, hopefully. So fingers crossed. If I can get a lot of nice growth out of it, I might actually just put it in a hanging basket and then have it hanging like in my kitchen or something like that. But isn't it cute? Yes, Peperomia prostrata. Okay, so that is it for my Peperomia collection. I hope that you enjoyed. I actually do have one other peperomia that I didn't include in this video, and that's because I think I killed it. It's not like completely dead yet. It's like barely clinging on to life. It's my Peperomia graveolens Ruby Glow, and it got dropped, it got knocked over by the cats. It is just kind of struggling, so that one did not make an appearance today. So I guess overall that means I have, how many peperomia? I think 13 total. Within that I have 12 different species, so not bad I would say for a collection. There's not many plants that I have that many species of, and I am constantly collecting more. So I would love to know what your favorite peperomia is in the comments down below. And I hope you all have a lovely holiday. I know that things are very different this year. I'm sure you've heard it a million times from a million different people, so I'm not gonna do the whole "in these trying times" blurb. But needless to say, it's gonna be weird, and I hope you are all keeping cozy and that you get to do something fun, something warm, and just have a chance to reflect this holiday season. All right.
Happy New Year's,
everyone, and I will see you on the next one. And don't forget to subscribe. See you not subscribing. How dare you? And hit the like button if you like this video. All right, guys. Bye.